Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, we go off into the distant space realms, the planet of Aethus, because it is showtime. The excitement is just, it's dripping actually all over me. All right, there's my base. There are many like it, but that one is mine. Right now, I am making a couple of large terraforming charges to blast open a couple of rocks behind me, right over there, so that I got more room to build because I have something to build, and it'll be cool. And you can't see because I'm still showing my fat face. Okay, here. That's the base, and behind it are a couple of large rocks that I will terraform, about the size of this one. And I'll remove them, and I'll be able to continue my expansion off in that general direction, and it'll be just great. Hi, guys. Well, we're looking at crafting.
Wow, that was a big one.
That's what she said.
And I'm not even touching the ground.
Alright, we've got 2 medium, and we need... wrong place, right place. Large terraforming charges. So what we need is 2 microcircuits and 2 tangrite frames. We need 1 more brick of gold, and then we also need to be able to make a couple more things of tangrite. Tangrite frames. I need 2 tangrite frames. Alright, we've got, I think, 2. Yeah, so we need more tangrite. We have enough Faucer crystals. What else do we need to make the tangrite? Because we need to make sure we've got everything we need to make everything we need. Alright, we need tangrite and caloxite. Let's make sure we've got enough caloxite. Don't need much. Alright, we got 2 bars. And I'm not seeing the caloxite. Did we have some left in there? Or are we going to need caloxite and tangrite? Gold. Wrong thing. Yeah, we've got the caloxite. We're gonna need... Yeah. We're gonna need more. More caloxite, more tangrite. Caloxite, tangrite, and gold. Because we don't make 1. Caloxite. Yep. So, that's what we need. 3 things. Caloxite, tangrite, gold. Actually, I don't think we've got any of that delivered right now. No, kaolinite, not caloxite. Alright, so, hey, Vorp. I need caloxite, tangrite, and gold. Back to blowing up rocks, indeed. Caloxite, tangrite, and gold. We're deep underground now. We'll juice up our suit. That does not involve me relieving myself in it, although you might consider that as a meaning. Temporarily turn on atmosphere here, as this will help us Can we get up there? We can. Almost. Very almost. Really so close. Oh, would you please? Come on. Don't be that way. Yeah, be that way. There you go. Alright, that's Tangrite. We did upgrade his lasering abilities. Roland's. And we do need gold. Tangrite, gold, and Caloxite. I do with Caloxite and Kaolonite had different names and looked more different, their cubes. There are a couple of things. I also wish the gold nodes didn't look quite so much like regolith nodes. It's me, I'm home from the sea. Wait, that's somebody else. That's Barnacle Bill. I'm not Barnacle Bill. I'm just Lance. Hey, how you doing? Good evening, Turtle Dark everyone. And welcome back, of course. We need Tanganite and gold and Caloxite. We need more gold, I think. And more Tanganite. Tangrite, sorry. Not Tanganite, Tangrite. Do we have more splody nodes over here? Maybe. That's more gold. We're already up to 80? What on earth is so much weight? The deep stone. Yeah, it's the deep stone. Well, what we'll do is we'll just boogie on back and we'll dump off the deep stone into some storage. Stuff down here is really heavy, yeah. But the deep stone is not something we immediately need and we can always come back and get. If we leave it in a convenient place, like, say, there. While we juice up our O2. That's us scanning for nodes that are farmable for stuff. Right now, all we're really picking up... Oh, there's... the deep stone. And we don't need the deep stone. I mean, we could sell the other parts of it. This is an oxygen node, so we can come a little further over here. Hey, fat buddy, how you doing tonight? Ah, great wood, that's right. I can sell the wood. As money is also something you need in this game. I assume the great wood is used for some other stuff too, most likely, but oxygen. Got a gold node. Do you know what Tycho Brahe had? He didn't have a gold node. He had a gold nose. Seriously. I don't remember what the story was for how he lost his nose, but he replaced it with gold. we kind of need some more nodes and stuff. Like some more calixite, please? Oh, there are a couple nodes I missed, right? Oh, that's deepstone, deepstone, deepstone. Not interested in deepstone, thank you. I only am interested in the shallow stone. Drop that off. I don't think that's enough. Need more tangrite. Let me grab my air. And go a little further afield. Because we need tangrite. Like, save that. I think it's like 3 tangrite. We're going to need more tangrite anyway, eventually. But right now it is a bit of a... Ooh, probably gold. Gold. Whoop. Is that deepstone? Stupid deepstone nodes. Don't need you. We're not interested in you. Go away. Always butting in deepstone, I tell you. What is that? That's nothing. I don't like nothing. Well, I mean, I like nothing more than I like some things. That's true. We're okay on oxygen. Definitely want more gold. Not sure we actually got any gold out of that gold node, but it's fine. We have oxygen over here waiting for us. Ooh. Let us get some oxygen. Suck wind, lens. Thank you. With practice, you too can learn to suck wind. Jaspite ore. Or you get it just to spite yourself. Jaspite. Never mind. I have to say, for those of you who haven't been watching, I am enjoying this game a lot. I wonder if Maeve passes wind in the bubble. Does it stay in the bubble? I think the filtering probably only goes one way. So it probably gets passed as waste. That's just a guess on my part. And this is Bladestone node. And the Bladestone can be good money. I think we have storage in here. We'll stand in the air bubble and dump off more deepstone there. Deepstone, very heavy. Bladestone is used to craft a few things. Well, I'm not there yet, so. Yeah, that's one of the things I've been concerned about like the whole time is. But in the short term, I need the money more, so. And farming it isn't too punitive. quick enough to get anywhere, really. Oh, that's good. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Sorry about that. Now we have a fence we can get through over here. There was another node around the corner. I haven't gone very far this way to see if there's anything, like, interesting or otherwise out here. Jaspite. That's Tangerite. I need more of the Tangerite, and that is Bladestone. Looks like he got all of it. Very good, Roland. Oh, that's getting a little bit dicey. Having one time failed to make it back to oxygen in time, I'm a bit leery. It's been my only real anger at the game was that one time, because it didn't take you back to a save spot. It took you back with all your stuff left behind. Basically, Roland does a medevac out. Well, we should have enough stuff. Go ahead and drop deep spawn. Deep spawn? Yeah, deep spawn. But we also need caloxite. As caloxite is a more efficient way of making tangrite ingots. You can make them from 3 pieces of tangrite or from 2 pieces of tangrite and a little bit of caloxite, which is easier to get than tangrite. So we need some caloxite. But because we're spendthrifty, we'll take that back. We don't need an oxygen bubble if there's no one to breathe it. We'll go up a floor to the facility Delta. We're currently, that was Epsilon, and we can't get to Omicron. And then there's the surface. That's not the right way. That's the right way. Isn't it? No, I've gotten myself turned around. No, that is the right way. Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore everything I said. I'm completely ignorable. It hurts my feelings when you ignore me, but I am ignorable. Thoroughly. We did have another earthquake, so nodes have respawned. I don't know if all the nodes respawn. Some of them. I don't know what the rules are when there's an earthquake. Other than you do get a respawning of nodes. You're not only ignoring, you're not even listening. Well, that's a twofer. caloxite. Going gloop gloop. Bubble bubble toil and trouble. Don't know what that thump thump was. That was not what I was expecting. More thump thumps. I've noticed that he doesn't do the best job in picking up all the stuff that drops. So, especially when I'm here looking for one thing in particular, I don't want to miss that one thing in particular. Oh, we'll grab a quick oxygen suck. And we can get some more caloxite. We'll also drop off the sandstone in there. Yeah, I know. A little bit of, acid water burning damage, and it could happen to anyone. It's fine. Walk it off. How about some more caloxite, please? You want the pangamony? That sells for money. There's another pangamony in there. I saw it. I saw it. You can't fool me. Actually, you can fool me pretty easily. There it is. That's regolith. We have no interest in regolith at this point. It's just a waste of time and effort. Sure. You can tell where we've been a place because we're leaving crappy rocks behind us. Sandstone? As if. We look like sandstone plebs to you. Yeah, maybe. Alright, we got a decent amount of caloxite, so we should be able to make the two large demolition charges we need to, so that we can then build our manufacturing habitat, module, whatever. I hear good things about it. Basically, it makes making things less expensive in terms of materials, which would be a big freaking deal. Gloop, gloop. Yeah, we got too much stuff. Guess what we're dropping? More sandstone. Gets no respect. We got a box of something else over there, and my money is sandstone. Yep, sandstone. Now we're actually closer to this exit, so we'll take this exit. Essentially free Botox, yeah, exactly. No, there's no need for, fillers or sanding away your features. All the big stars do it. Well, I hope everyone has had a successful management of their Wednesday. hump day, as it's known to some. So, the things that are going away... Where is it? Where's there? Is it Wednesday? I hope. Where did it go? There it is. That one requires a large outcropping. Although interesting, it does have a little bridge. I'm going to have to destroy the bridge. That makes me sad. And this one is also requires a large terraforming charge, and I need to clear out this space so that I can build more modules and stuff. Drop in the gold. Yay, gold. All right. Drop in the tangrite and the caloxite. I have disabled the more expensive tangrite recipe. And while that's baking, we can go to the market. We can sell the great wood, which, you know, isn't a huge amount of money, but 840 ain't nothing. That is the bladestone. More bladestone, lower quality. Living amber, first time I've seen that. Surely fetch a price, okay. Sky sapphires, Vitaglass. Right now, the money is important, so we're basically selling everything we don't know. Almost 25,000. Keep some great wood. Fine. Look at that enormous wealth. The enormity of my wealth. My wealth is big. I have big wealth. Need that for more advanced building blocks, something like that. Tangrite drill bit. I need to learn that one. I know I'm going to need to learn the Tangrite focusing lens. I can't remember. There was something that required that. Wow. Jaspite, also deepthane and quarinium focusing lenses. Excuse me. I know we're going to need advanced electronics for sure. We're not up to 4 yet, so we can't get any of the 4 stuff. It's Trudy.
Hey, great to see you.
Great to be seen.
Welcome to level 4 of the ARC Partnership Program.
What can I say?
Valued colleagues,
It's all because of you, Trudy.
I'm glad to tell you that you gain access to the Partners Lounge aboard the Aethus 1 space elevator, our luxury cabin.
Oh!
The luxury cabin on Aethus 1? Of course. You can't expect ARC executives and valued partners like yourself to travel with the rabble.
With the rabble, the hoi polloi.
I've been with this one twice before. Oh! Well, on your next trip, you'll travel in style. Just one of the wonderful benefits of the Resource Acquisition Partnership Program. Just one more level to reach Master Extractor, Maeve. I am manifesting.
I am definitely a master extractor.
Now.
Did we get any new programmable splice RTGs we can make now for energy? Required to craft is the reactor core. Oh. So we've got the RTG, but not the core. All right, nothing particularly fascinating there. Visual customizations. I could go for the black outlook, the black look, you know. White mirrored. Oh, those are the visors. Very nice. Oh, that's definitely me, but not so much me. I want to actually pay for it. Anything new in here? Hub habitat. Raw materials refined in this. Oh, that's the. Construction blueprint hub. An airline with all materials refined in this habitat can sometimes produce bonus rare geodes. Okay. Cargo Bay Mark III. I've got the recipe for 2. Vertical wind turbine and solar cells. How much? 10 power for those. 8 power for those. Okay. We'll decide on those upgrades later. And I think that's all of the important stuff. Let's see if... How much we got left? We've got 18,000. How about upgrades? Mining Crystal Laser 3 is probably worth it. Is there anything else that's better? Well, we can grab the gravity tether range a little bit too. Battery upgrade, I don't think it's worth it yet. Well, we can get the Mining Laser Crystal 3.
So, how are those winter plans feeling?
Almost back to full power. Thanks very much. So good of you to spend some of those hard-earned credits on your oldest friend and most loyal companion.
For goodness sake, I'm a very generous benefactor.
Aye. And then 2,000 on the gravity tether range is probably worth it too. We're almost broke, guys. But it's fine. It will be fine. Alright, we take the gold. We take the tangrite. Wrong. We need to craft that at the electronics bench. Reasons that are not entirely clear to me. Terraforming large. We need 2 tangrite frames and 2 microcircuits. Microcircuits we can make 2 of right now. And 2 tangrite frames. Barely make 2, but we can make 2. And then I probably have used components I need to make the module I've been talking about making for the last 33 minutes and 50 odd seconds. But at least for now, I didn't pick them up. You know, it helps if they're in your inventory. That's one of the only real sort of substantive complaints is if something is in like the inventory of a crafting station or, you know, mining, or I should say like a refining station or something, they don't count. They don't show up in the crafting system. You've got to stick them either in storage or you have to be carrying. That's 2 large terraforming charges. All right. Let me drop off the goods that I am carrying. I'm presently keeping all of the organics in my bedroom. I just use them to relax, you know? Let's bust up nope, not there. Yep, we'll grab that. And put that over here. And we'll drop that off, and then we're ready to blow things up. And then hopefully build something too. Alrighty-ditey-do. Okay. You're first. Fire in the extraordinarily large hole. Look at this extraordinary expanses of space and room we have discovered. And once again, fire in the extremely large hole. A bunch of regolith. We'll drop the regolith in. Now, do we still have the other materials we made previously? Let's see. We're going to have to move this a little bit. We actually want to move that one first. Move that to the other side. Move that to there. This is going to need... it already is an airlock. So I think we only have to remove that. Back up a ways. Manufacturing habitat. Click, please. It's colliding with something. We need to move these things over further. We can do this. Trust me. I'm a scientist. Actually, I'm kind of a manual laborer, really, when you look at it. Well, I guess between the two of us, me and Roland, we're both kind of manual laborers. Let's try again, shall we? Here we go. This time for sure. Absolutely gonna work. First time, every time. Cannot build colliding with the construction. What is this? Is that not an airlock? Cannot move this object. Well, I don't want to move that object. That was selected. Maybe I did not build an airlock door on that. Structures. I need another green thing. Not a power cell. Electronics. Because I'm carrying a couple of power cells. Yeah, got a couple of power cells. Needs basic electronics. What am I missing? I didn't pick it up again. Oh my god. Like I said, that's like the only sort of continual, really nagging annoyance. Is you can only build things if you're carrying them or if they're in storage. Not if they are a finished good that you just didn't remember to pick up. Thanks for reminding you of that. You think you need to build that now that you've got your prospecting bench. That's not correct right there. Why is it... Can you not... Maybe, I bet I need a short connector is probably what I need. Yeah, I need like a micro connector. All right. Yeah, I need a micro connector. That's got to be it. He said no, knowingly, as if that was absolutely what it had to be. All right, there we go. And now, this time, for realsies, I promise, would I lie? The crowd goes mild. Now we build the airlock here, and then we build the access platform there. Now, what things need to go in there, Vorp? Into the manufacturing hub thing, center thing. I mean, because it says crafting recipes for component type items. The manufacturing hub for reduced. Yes, that's what I just built. So that was my question, is which things go in there? I assume that's just the crafting tables? But I do not know. Because they're the ones that make components. Oh, too far. So now making things like, well, like everything, should be cheaper. I can't remember. But for instance, we just made those. I believe that was the same. And I think that was the same. Well, we can move the rest of the manufacturing stuff in there anyway, regardless. And the kiln. We'll turn this into our power room for now, at least. I'm trying to maintain some kind of order in this madness. It's a madhouse! A madhouse! So this is our power room, at least for now. There's also power. That's the better power. But we only started with one of the core components for that, and have not yet found out how to make more. Trudy can live in the power room. Our communications with Trudy, anyway. So that's the smelter, right? That is Regolith printer, I believe. That's my storage. And that's the rock crusher. Drop that in there. Could just use a connector tunnel. Yeah, I mean, obviously this has been done ad hoc as I needed new parts. I'm adding them on so far. We have got everything. Yes. We're carrying a Kalinite and meteorite drills. And then some miscellaneous stuff. It is dusk. I'm going to go ahead and sleep until morning. Well, like connector or the micro connector. I just use the micro. Vorp? Are you watching the current stream, or are you watching the stream about 10 minutes ago? I think Vorp is watching the stream 10 minutes ago. I think he needs to click on live. He was. All right, we're mostly broke. So when you're broke, you go downstairs and you get more stuff. Got to figure out what we want to build next. Okay, so no additional new structures available. No new goodies available. No production needed. No platforms, no lighting. The storage container. Oh, we need a number of those. Test. Did you just say okay, test? I think you did. We'll find out very soon. So exciting. Add that to the list. Actually, Twitch has added that as a feature because YouTube has it. If you pause the stream, it will resume the stream from where you paused it. You need to click on the little live button in the lower right-hand corner of the screen to go back to live. Otherwise, it's going to continue streaming to where you paused it. I need 2 servo motors. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 basic electronics. Those we can make. You can make a lot of those. 2 basic electronics. Yeah, you were struggling with the manufacturing hab as far as you were concerned. Yes, it took me a bit to figure it out. I'm going, what? I fixed that. Oh, I bet. Because I've gotten caught by that a couple of times. I haven't yet commented on something that had occurred minutes before. That will happen eventually. I know. Did I move everything out of here? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. This is where I'm putting my finished components. For now, anyway. So we need 2 servo motors. I don't remember what they were both for. But we did need 2. Okay, so that's the electronics. Servo motors. Okay. We have got 2 basic electronics. They're just sitting there. We need 2 kaolinite frames and 2 microcircuits. We can make 2 microcircuits. And we're out of gold again. Now, the kaolinite frames. We can make 1. Why can we not make more? We have kaolinite bars. Oh, we can make 5. Well, we'll make 2. So now we should be able to make why only 1? Oh, I need 2 more kaolinite frames. That would be why. Okay, now we can make 2 servo motors. Why can I still only make 1? Did I only make 2 of the electronics? I only need that. I need 2 more. Oh, I need 2 more microcircuits. I have none. Need more gold, evidently. Is that correct? Oh, where's my... Why is my not making gold? I did make gold. I just didn't pick it up. All right, that's not completely true. Where's my gold that I did not turn into actual bars? Why did I not? I am not knowing, but I did not. As far as I know, there's no use for gold that you haven't turned into bars. We need 2 more microcircuits. Oh, and we've got to pick up the materials. It is an annoyance. Oh, we only need 2. But I'm going to get ahead of the curve, and I'm going to make 2 more while I can. I'm going to salt those away, because I'm going to need them. But we can now make... Well, I can only make 1 servo motor, because I haven't picked these up, that's why. 2 servo motors. I think 1 was to open the right-hand gateway out of Epsilon. When you step out of Epsilon, the left-hand one opens up, the right-hand one doesn't. And I think the other one was in the dam, but I'm not positive. We need to put away those over here to the finished parts bin. Also, I do want to make a couple more drones. And, okay, we'll need frames and microcircuits for those. The drones will automatically deliver stuff like this from active mines down below. I have another active mine down below. It doesn't have a drone. It's sad. It has no drone. No, not that one. Wasn't that one? No. Put away the raw materials here. Okay, so we're now carrying kaolinite drill and a meteorite drill, carrying 2 servo motors. And I'm going the wrong way. I'm now going the right way. You can go your own way. All the way down. Well, as far down as we can go to Epsilon. Was there a door that needed a servo motor in here? Is the question now. That I have on my head, my brain, trying to answer. I don't think so. For instance, this crew quarters, bonk, just doesn't open up. I don't have the ID badges. What are the ID badges I currently have? I have Shin, Parker, and Harlow. And this one is open. And I think we found everything we could out of this one. Yeah. Okay. Storage. That has a door code. Climbers, where we just came in. Duh. That cargo bay doesn't open, but this one does. That is the secure storage, where we can't get into. There apparently is an exploit, which Vorp cleverly used to get in and get stuck. And they fixed it, apparently. I don't remember what that is, except that we triggered it. I think that was like the door out from there. Alright, so over here we have facility control. And this is a jammed open door that we lack the simple motor functions to be able to climb over or squeeze through. I blame Vorp. Over here we have the vault that we opened yesterday and found like 5 dead bodies. Just checking to make sure they're still dead, you know. Might be zombie game and I don't know it. It's not likely, but it might be. And that is everything that's in here. So, I do not remember where I needed these two for. One of them, I'm pretty certain, is the right-hand gateway here when we step out, where I will not immediately use it in case I'm misremembering. That wasn't what we really wanted it for, whether it's needed or not. I'm going to head to the dam, which is where I think it was necessary. But again, not positive. Yep, that requires a servo motor. We're almost certainly going to be using that when we get back. But that may have been sort of a secondary thing in my mind. It's not something I was really going to need. It might not even be into the dam. We couldn't get into the... sorry, we couldn't use the elevator in Kappa here, or to get to Kappa, because it's flooded. We will use it to get to the oxygen. So we can't get down to the thing in there because it is flooded. Or, well, the elevator down is not working because it's flooded. The dam area, presumably not the station. It's not like covered in wet. So there's a console here that doesn't work. Yeah, it's rusted. We need to use the one, basically the underwater one. And I think this was it. We go down to the dam control level. We get oxygen again. We do like oxygen. We're kind of addicted, I have to admit it. Nope, this requires Grant Harlow's. We do have that. Yeah, we already had this one. Okay, that's right. And that requires somebody else's, Cootie Sinclair's. So this was not one of the things I needed it for. I was mistaken. That will happen from time to time. We will head back. We'll grab our O2. Did I make a mistake? Probably. Yeah, I think I did. A mistake here could be bad. I went the wrong way. Going the wrong way can be a bad mistake, and I can assure you of that, having made that bad mistake once and getting killed for it. Not killed. Roland had to medevac me out. Thank you, Roland. We'll grab oxygen. We may have had to bring one here previously to get the elevator working. No, that just needed a power cell, but we can't get there until it's lowerable. Yeah, Epsilon and Kappa. What's the other one? Undersea dam. All right, we will check out the right side. I guess it's the east side. Exit, and then we have an extra one, and I think maybe we can try some wandering in the other direction, see if we can get to Mu or Mu. I still have no idea how it's pronounced. We will temporarily drop in this here, give ourselves atmosphere so we don't have to go back in and out in case there's stuff we need to deal with over here. And I'm going to AFK for just a second here in the oxygen as I refill my coffee cup. And, as promised and threatened, I have returned. Hi! I even remembered to turn it off. So, Miss T's reminder service is not needed, but she is always welcome here. Let's open this booger up. All right. What's in this way? Facility Lambda and Facility Theta.
Looks like their bridge is out.
Thanks, Roland.
There must be another way across. Let's explore a little.
Let's explore a little. We don't have oxygen for exploring a little. Maybe that way. Thank you for your service. You never know when you're lurking. Aha! Well played. Let me grab some more O2 before we try the other one. I don't think we've gotten any more journal entries. We've not. Not that I can see anyway. All right, so Lambda we cannot reach. How about Theta? gonna bet we can reach. I'm not sure we can get in. Looks like we can reach pretty easily. It's overgrown.
What in God's name is this? Oh no. It's moving, Roland.
Fascinating. See if you can get some samples.
Ew. I do not want to talk about stuff.
It could be useful. This is why you're sick as sort of Dave.
What's that all gonna do?
I can activate subsystem, but the mechanism isn't responding.
Crawl through all of that gunk. Let's check the perimeter for another way in.
I'll check the perimeter, but I don't have a whole lot of oxygen to spare. That's not going to work. We do not have oxygen to spare. I'm going to head back, grab more, and we will immediately come right back. I mean, we could have fiddled a little, but, you know, the only time I've gotten actually angry at the game was when I died. So what do we get? We got a couple of mold shrooms, we got some hive mycelia, and mycelial biomass, and queen mycelia. Queen Mycelia, she sounds like a really fun gal to be around. Fun gal, get it? Is this thing on? Fun gal. It's never mind. Okay, so we can't get in through the main door because it's all overgrown and stuff. We can't get through going around the right-hand way. It's making creepy noises. Looking for a hole in the fence would be nice. I think we're out of luck. At least from going around the fence. Is there a place where we can leap in and hopefully not die? We may die. Can we make it in from here? We can. Let's hope we don't die, everyone. Oxygen. I like oxygen. I've discovered a new point of interest. Really? Fungus Central? Yeah, I think so.
This isn't just overgrowth.
Aye. It's colonizing.
Or it's trying to strangle the place.
Warning, evacuate facility.
Doctor, whatever happened?
You don't matter often. No one does.
We will get into a place where we have oxygen again, and we'll... Growth sample 71P, subject clear, materials test status positive. After application of herbicidal formula 18A, complete regression of invading bioluminescent flora was observed. Moreover, material structure analysis revealed no traces of growth promoter. Additional testing of the formula on Bunny 903G5 is ongoing. However, tests on Bunnies 817P2 and 387N1 indicate acceptable levels of genetic abnormalities and metabolic permutations. Use of the herbicide for facility cleaning is approved. That's not at all concerning. I'm fine with this. This is fine. It's good. We're good. Everything is really just fine here. That's less good.
Automated biolab. You can see gunk in the supply lines, though. There's something stuck in the empty hall too.
Cooking station, biolab.
Got it. What is this thing?
I'm picking up complex alkaloids, extreme levels of phytotoxins.
Do you think you could reverse engineer it so we can
All right, we got
house?
2 new recipes in here, and I can see a third one. That's the greenhouse hab.
By the way, keep safe distance when you use it. You don't want to know how melty this would make you.
No, thank you.
How melty this would make you. I'm not nuts about something that will make me melty, you know?
Spores are getting denser.
Your suit filter should be keeping them out.
Not doing a good job.
That's worrying. Be careful.
Thanks.
Greenhouse blueprints.
I didn't realize you had such a great thumb, Dave.
Well, back home, Mum always grew whatever she could.
And sign biohazard. Very nice. Okay, we've got 2 new lore entries, but they kind of interrupt
Yeah,
when we're trying to do
it could
things.
get better. That's granddad. But life under Ark is never been easy. Wow. That thing is enormous.
Bioresearch.
I haven't heard of trees this big in stories.
After they built this facility around
Oh, that's not troubling at all. I'm
Alone is existing alongside nature, you know.
I'm suffering.
I'm sure whoever spent all this money building this place just wanted to sit under a tree and read. Go back. The spore density is too much here. Your suit won't cope.
Yeah, I picked that up. Thanks.
We need that key card. What about a new suit upgrade?
I believe the spores infiltrate your suit, regardless. How is your biology knowledge?
Not great. I'm an engineer, Roland. You know we don't have scientists in the family.
That's the bunker.
I suppose biology is just body engineering. That log you found earlier talks about creating an antidote
Oh, bad again.
to spores. If you gather the right ingredients, I think you could finish what they started. Biology lab back in the first part of the facility. Perhaps you could build one back in the outpost we can use.
Is
Okay, bioresearch bunker.
a person?
I can see compound in there.
Yeah, I have to reach in, don't I?
I'd do it if I could.
That's where we came in. Okay. All right. Our health is coming back, which is good. We will check and see if there's anything else we can find here. Looks like that's an empty storage container. It is. And this is our alternate way out, I guess. We don't have any normal way out. So we have to jump. Take a little damage. Like that. I'm not certain I'm going the right way. Okay, I think I did. All right, so I'm going to see if we can get around to the other facility. Where I said, well, I know, maybe we can find a way around. Where my alter ego, Maeve, said that because she's a hopeless optimist. Possibly has been taking mind-altering substances. I have no reason to believe that's the case. But she is Scottish. Oh, one of the big trees fell over. A makeshift bridge, sort of.
Whoa, look at the size of this thing.
That certainly is a lot of bones.
That's what she said. Wait, bones? Bones?
This place just keeps getting more magical.
You could say magical, or you could say something far more terrifying. Swamp node. Alright, well, here's the road. Enormous skeleton. Lambda and Epsilon. Epsilon's back that way.
Great. A broken nuclear reactor then.
Your ship will shield you at this distance. I'll keep an eye on the left, so... This facility appears to be the origin of the radiation.
Atmosphere generation, if need be. Don't need the atmosphere generation.
You're right. Every facility we explore seems to contain something valuable.
Exactly. We're gonna need every advantage we can get if we're gonna make this expedition a success.
Let's see. I can't read these now. I really can't. Oh, recipe. Sign, nuclear. I cannot download the data. That's interesting. Okay, that opens one way. This opens a shorter way. Bonk! Okay. Wow.
Wait a minute! The reactor's through the next set of doors. It would be a very bad idea to go in there.
Alright, Dr. Floating. Access to the reactor. How do we fix it?
Fire off the suit scanner. Let's see what's going on. Okay, this facility is equipped with a remote reactor repair system backing up really fast. If you put a new core into it, the system will automatically replace it. If we don't fix this thing, the whole reactor could melt down. This entire ecosystem is at risk, Maeve.
Ah, this place is beautiful. I would be able to live with my
Good evening, Senegal.
seen it and didn't.
That's the spirit. I agree. We'll need to replace the reactor core with a new one.
Right. That means
A new crafting recipe has been unlocked. Fuel rod housing.
we said we can make it the outpost. Have we come across anything we could use for the fuel rod?
No, this
No.
was the first radioactive source we found. Although, I did notice a secure storage area of the cargo bay.
Yes.
At the Epsilon facility.
Yes.
You think they'll need a fuel rod there?
If they're operating reactors like this, they're bound to be in a secure storage area. I think it's our best bet.
We'll like we're heading back to Epsilon then.
Okay.
Let's go.
Back to Epsilon we go. Won't be staying long. Since you bought the game, curious if Stationeers looked interesting to you. Thank you for re-mentioning that, because I'd lost the tab. There it is, filling in. Okay. Now, I actually have it on a tab. So, if for no other reason, thank you, but for other reasons too. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. I mean, I have been shilling for this game pretty hard because I just think it's really, really good. Small project. I don't know if it's a single guy or a really small team, but I know it has one primary dev working on it. Can I get in here? Aha. Well, I have another one, so can I remove this one? I don't think so. Okay, well, we're in. Another recipe. Sign warning. That's always helpful. More stuff. Also always helpful. Enter the facility. Wait. Is this not the regular place? Why did I have to... Is this a different... I'm confused. Hold on. Hold on. Unlocked empty injector. Yeah, it is a different location. Okay. It just looked identical to the other location, which is why I was confused. Too tempting to just watch. Completely understand. No harm in a minute or two, but yeah, there are spoilers. So, yeah. We're on the other side of the door. Is this what Vorp, I think, told me he had just made it here? And he's been days ahead of me. Dieter Yar. I do not know who Dieter Yar is. The Loadmaster space. We'll go to that last after we check the other possibilities. No registered occupant. Nobody's home. Parker. No, I guess actually we'll hit the Loadmaster now. No, we won't. Roger Patton. We do not have that. The three we have are Shin, Parker, Simone Parker, and Grant Harlow. Grant Harlow's in the other place. Roger Patton. Well, how about in the canteen then? Oh, come on. Are you serious? This one we've got. There we go. Toot. Today's rant. Oh my god. Lights and flashlight. Bright white. At least it's not a fleshlight. You know what I mean? Although Simone needing a flashlight would be unexpected. Today's rant, gotta stop working with imbeciles. I got all this trouble to set up a secured firewall terminal and they leave them laying around or even forget to use anonymous credentials. Do they even realize the risks we're taking? Doing this stuff. If we found out, maybe I need to quit while I'm ahead. The credits are really good though. People love booze. Huh? Oh, the higher-ups denied my bloody safe working request, giving me who knows what herbicide stuff to deploy without safety gear. They didn't even say what it was for. I'm getting sick of all this. Chapman. Hey, Tanya, what I owe the honor. Hi, Lisa. I was informed there might be some sort of issue with the power system at Lambda. I want to check in personally. No problem, not to worry, it's all in hand. I'm dealing with it myself. But indulge me, what's the issue? Honestly, it's nothing to worry about. Standard quarinium reactor we installed was having some teething problems. Go on. Well, the fuel rods we're getting from Tau are just a little bit off spec for the casing sleeves we have. It's not a problem. It would take years to have any noticeable effect. So there's no possible safety issues? No. We even installed an ARMS system. That's an automated reactor maintenance system in case any maintenance is required. You could replace almost the entire unit without even going into the same room. That said, the need for a standalone reactor here at Lambda was unforeseen, as I previously mentioned. We've already discussed it, Lisa. Your objection was noticed. There's no alternative. With the corrosive nature of the soil in the vicinity, I'll raise Tau issue with Mr. Lacey at the next engineering roundtable. Understood. Sometimes I just sit by the tree within the biodome and think for a bit. I don't know why, but I often suddenly discover the solution to a problem I'm working on, or have an idea of a new experiment to conduct. As far as I'm aware, the expedition calls them greatwood trees, and I can certainly see why, if it's due to their stature. There are several other huge specimens within the local area, though many of them still maintain the natural pools around their bases. Our own resident had its pool filled as part of the facility construction. Speaking of the pools, I stuck my hand into one last time over by Epsilon and had the strangest feeling, a sense of bliss washed over me. I could have sworn I had a large cut on my index finger as well, but maybe it already healed because it wasn't there when it came to my mind after that. Oh, that's not worrisome at all. Passing out. If your health reaches 0, you'll collapse. Yes, this has happened. If you return to the surface, drop all your carried items. If you return to the same location, you can retrieve your items. Airlocks and door seals. Larger habitats must be connected to other... Yeah, that... Got it. Thank you. Theta facility is a living nightmare. The whole place is infested by some sort of living growth, maybe a fungus of some sort. Flesh-like masses grow on every surface, and the plant life around there is corrupted and disgusting. Turns out this underground wonderland is not exclusively beautiful. This disgusting stuff seems to be giving off a huge amount of spores, and I can't get further into the facility without some sort of protection against them. I dread to think what the stuff is doing to my lungs. I need to find a vaccine or antigen or something to ward off the spores. I checked out the Lambda facility. It sits right in the middle of a huge swamp filled with giant skeletons. Spooky. The facility also is the first sign of life we've seen. I mean, mobile life, critter life. The facility also seems to be in the middle of a nuclear meltdown, which is pretty classic Maeve luck. The Lambda reactor is giving off a ton of radiation, and Roland's convinced it'll destroy the whole place if we don't fix it. So I guess I'm going to be adding nuclear engineer to my resume after this little adventure. Fortunately, there's a remote access system for the reactor. I just need to gather the components for a new reactor core, put it into that system, and it'll do the replacement for me. No need to enter the reactor room and give myself a third arm or something. I need to gather both a fuel rod housing. I can craft that at the electronics workbench. A fuel rod, I think there'll be one in the secure storage at Epsilon. Once I got those, I can combine them into a reactor core at the electronics workbench, and then as a master, bring it back to Lambda. These are the ones we... Yeah, I read those. Alright. Oh, that's a bunk bed. I don't need a bed. Thank you. I already think I got everything out of that. I did. But it seems like this is the only thing I can get to from here. This quote-unquote rear entrance does not... Oh. There was nobody registered to this, but there was... Tall outcrop and wide outcrop crafting. And... work pad. A non-955. I swear that cleaner... I saw the cleaner break down and cry when she discovered that latest batch of Vibra scrubbers missing. I would have loved to see that. We'll get her sacked before too long. That's what she gets for knocking my limited edition Cybergirl Edition 12 figurine off my desk. She'll be more careful in the future. Don't mess with us, Chica. Okay. It's in some ways, I suppose, reassuring to know that weebs exist in the future. Oh, that didn't even show us having stuff. Oh, okay, well, we'll take all those, because of course we will. do not have Roger Patton's key. Do not have Dieter Yar's key. And that's the cargo bay. And this is the airlock where we came in. Well, we're going to have to run around. I don't assume there's another way around, so we have to go back the way we came. Waiting. Waiting. Facility Moo is that way, huh? See if we can get there from here. And hopefully not croak. Is that the one? The other thing I needed a servo motor for? That might be the other one I needed a servo motor for. It was. Okay. So we need another servo motor, guys. I am not surprised at this development. Oh, this is the big tree. How the hell did we get around the big tree before? Crap. Yeah, like this, I think. There's oxygen here. Yep. Yay, oxygen. Alright, how much weight are we carrying? We're carrying almost 69. Please say nice, everyone, as one. Nice. I hate that my brain does that now. This is what all you memers have done to me. Well, we'll see if Roland, the Headless Thompson Gunner, old guy music reference, Warren Zevon, look it up. Great song. We'll go ahead and we will take the power cell, because these ones we can remove. We'll see if we can get into the secure thingy, the secure storage, because we couldn't before. Requires a code. I don't know the code. Is this going to open now? No. So we need to get in there, but we don't know how. That is not especially helpful. We'll grab some more stuff on the way up. More materials. Okay, that one has the drone, right? And a Tangerite drill bit. Yeah, we're almost full on stuff. We'll collect a little bit en route. Nice. Black diamond, little cash. Little money. Money, 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 money. Money! Regolith. Ugh. We don't truck with such inferior things as regolith around here. We're only interested in quality stuff, you know? The good stuff. A little bit of caloxite, maybe? Why aren't you picking that stuff up all the time, Roland? Why are you missing stuff, Roland? Your freaking job is to pick this stuff up, and you miss stuff all the time. Didn't realize that until recently. Roland is not reliable at his freaking job. We'll grab what we can out of there then. Not quite all of it. And then we'll just head out. Back up and out. We'll see what new goodies we can make. We got some new recipes. Stuff we can no doubt sell. Honey, I'm home. Okay. Nothing new there. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything new in the regular crafting items that I can see. And how about the electronics crafting bench? Advanced electronics, fuel rod housing. That's not going to take too much materials. Servo motors, which we need for Moo to get into Moo system. That was the other thing I was trying to remember and couldn't. So those are the only things that are obvious. Basic electronics, Kaolianite. Don't suppose we have those. I mean, we can make the basic electronics, I'm sure. Kaolianite, we make one frame. Figures. We need more oxide, I think. I think we only have a little bit. Oh, no. We really need the bars? We need the Kaolianite bars, okay. Oh, I can make these things. There's the bars. I'm full on other stuff, of course I am. Not that. Not carrying any regolith that I don't think so. There we go. Pick up some of the bars. Grab the. I'm full on stuff. Of course I am. Of course I am. Gotta put stuff away. A little organization goes a long way. I get antsy sometimes. Let's sell the sellables right off the bat. Bladestone, our credit chip, the black diamond, pangamony, the higher quality dust ruby. Quick 5,500 credits. That goes there. We did pick up a little bit of the crystals. Nice. Wow. Servo motor, right? We didn't pick up the electronics. Did I not make it? I could have sworn I made it. I really have no electronics. I have no electronics. Okay, we'll make one. I'm gonna get that damn servo motor made. I'm going to head down and see what we can find there. We need 2 more Kaolite frames. Those are here too, aren't they? No, those are here. Basic. I'm going to dump everything else off. I mean, except the stuff we're normally carrying. I have made 150 out of 200 things for the engineer achievement. Servo motor. Right. That goes there. That thing is full. Wow. Alright, it goes there. Actually, we probably need some... Let's make some stuff with meteorite. Because sooner or later, we're going to need the actual materials that you can make with it. So let's see what we can make with it. Kaolite and oxide to make those. That is caloxide. Of course. Caloxide. No. We can dump this in there. We need kaolite and oxide. Kaolite. And oxide. How much are we making? Looks like 6. So we'll take that out and just add in 15. For starters, there we go. I'll put this stuff away. Alright, that's for finished. Ingots and whatnot, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. I'm doing 101. That can go there. That can go there. Packaged foodstuffs can go there. The fishing lures. Our cola, that. Small terraforming charge. Gold or tangrite. Gold iron, tangrite. We have tangrite in there? No. Do we have tangrite in there? Yeah, we do. And the gold ore can go in there. Pardon me, I know. I'm just trying to get some sort of organization here that I can count on. Herbicide charge. Like the sound of that. We've been putting our organics in here. Probably going to run out of space pretty quick. No, maybe not. Not yet, anyway. Is that a small charge, I think? Medium terraforming charge. Very nice. We can drop the flame gems in to get grounded to dust. Pounded into dust. Alright. So we now have... We did not pick up the servo motor, did we? Alright, we have the servo motor. We're going back down. It's afternoon. I'm going to take a nap before we go, because I don't think I've slept in an extensive period of time. Resting. Vitality. Let's go ahead and we'll just sleep until dusk. Just a nap, you know. And we're going for Mew, where we've not been before. We've been to the gateway twice. First time didn't have the thing. The second time I'd forgotten that that was the thing I needed, and had used both of them previously. And we're off. Some would say rather badly off. I think that would be uncharitable. Facility Mu or Mew. Really, does anyone speak Greek? I mean, I speak it fluently. I speak every language in the world fluently. And except for English, they're all Greek to me. Yeah, never mind. It wasn't anywhere near as funny as even I didn't think so. All right. We have made our way around the fallen greatwood tree. Are those something I can do something with? I have no idea. I'm going to scan one because I haven't. I assume that they are a living thing. They are not indeed interactable. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a blueprint. Electric. We have a work pad. Around here, why do you think? Solar panel small. Oh, that seems nice. Access power monitor. All right, we've got two. That is, again, we'd need the hardened storage drive. We found a number of places where we could use those if we, had any. Fishing lure. That requires a bypass mole. Okay, so presumably... Can it only be removed by herbicide charges? Well, I have one of those back at the house. Packaged food stuff. Can it interact? Those are solar panels. Bioluminescent. Not really solar then, are they? If they're reacting to bioluminescent stuff. Because that's not, the sun. Aye, nice. Another cargo drone. Very nice. Is there really nothing else in here that we can access immediately? I see a blueprint. Let's step inside for a little O2. If we can get around here. This is... already got this one, I think, right? Nope, we did not have that one. We had come over here, though. Because this is it. So we need the the biological charge to make any further progress here, it looks like. Here in Moo. I'm not carrying it. I have a fishing lure and the cargo drone. Well, I know where we can put the cargo drone. Where it'll do us some actual good. Yeah, that's one. So, looks like that's it for now. We have opened up Moo, but we need... that's a growing bulb plant. Anything else over here? Just, you know, want to be sure that I'm not missing anything obvious. I don't think I'm missing anything obvious. Let me suck O2, just to be on the safe side. I know. I'm a little bit mental about it. I am, generally, I am a risk-averse gamer, to begin with. Did I come this way? I think I did. And this leads us to the tree that has fallen across, and we scoot around the outside. Over here. Oxygen. Chief Engineer Chapman's keycard is in Moo at some place. We need that. We need 3 keycards to open up the dam so that we can get to Kappa. No cap. See if we got any information from the journal entries. I wish time stopped while you were reading the journal entries. That would be really nice. Security Officer Parker, your permission of a personal health well-being risk mitigation assessment form 73-T via our administrator of the support request portal has been received and reviewed. Your directive remains as previously issued. You are to detonate the herbicidal disbursement device inside Mu facility tomorrow and before the AM team shift begins. I can assure you that no damage will be caused to any critical power generation equipment or Project Aethus. Additionally, sufficient study of side effects was conducted by the team responsible for manufacturing the formula in the biolab at Theta with acceptable levels of health, well-being, realignment detected. Management is confident that operations will not be meaningfully impacted. Meaningfully impacted, yeah. Oh, it's management. Okay, well, as long as management is confident. Further, your request to alter the detonation timeline to accommodate your morale-building phishing exercise is denied. Administrative support requests 9,629 now closed. Automatically marked as gratefully resolved by submitting party. Wow, that's nice. Moo. Schematics diagrams flow across the screen. Connected. Scarpa climate warning. No power connection to Omicron. Connected. No connection. Local power generation in effect. Connected. Warning. Water cooling systems will fail at 40% capacity. Rupert, I appreciate that your guys have a pretty crappy job cleaning all the junk off the equipment across these facilities, but one of our panels at Moo was damaged again in the last couple of days. I'm sure I don't have to explain again how much these things cost. It's not exactly simple to modify standard photovoltaic panels to operate on a completely different wavelength from sunlight to generate power from bioluminescent flora. If your team aren't sure of the best way to clean these things, we can find time to conduct a training session. They just really need to stop breaking them. We're going to Facility Delta, and I'm going to drop off the drone. I went the wrong way because of course I did. I'm me after all. Two ways to go, the right way and the wrong way. And most of the time I find a third way that's wronger than wrong. Don't be me, boys and girls. Clock site mining. It's over there. And I know I can get there this way. We'll just go this way. We'll just simply go this way. But we're not carrying much, so I will mine on the way. Ow. So, the object lesson here, boys and girls, is don't go for little walksies in acid. In case that was something you had been planning on. Oh crap, that's the one we want. Yet I managed to find the wrong way because as I may have mentioned, that's what I do. I find the wrong way. It's a gift. Not one I'd like to keep, but it is a gift. This is going to hurt. Not much. Hurt a little. I'll walk it off. Let's grab O2 first. Delicious. Am I a goofy goober? I have been called worse by better. Kinda, yeah. We'll grab that, and we don't need the sandstone, but we do need the caloxite, so... You got a cargo drone now. Don't waste it, young man. I have called myself a goober. I'm not sure if I've ever called myself a goofy goober, but I have called myself a goober. Even if most people don't even know what goober refers to anymore. Get up. There we go. And goofy sometimes, for sure. And good evening. Is there anything else over here that we want to get? It is, in fact, a peanut. Yeah, goober peas. Peas, 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 peas. Eating goober peas. But it has also come to mean a more general term for someone who acts like what you would expect someone who was called a goober to act like. Alright, we'll grab some O2 and we'll head for the surface. What do we have in here? Well, we can pick up that, and that, and that, because we've got weight to spare right now. In-game, I have weight to spare. Real life, not so much. I think this will get me where I want to go. Looks like it. Indeed it does. We've got a set. I'm going to go ahead and check this. We no longer have this powered up, right? Right. As it was just giving us stuff we can get relatively easily. Or don't have an immediate need for large amounts of. There was, however, a note over here that I'm going to go ahead and blast because I got a little space left. Got another one over there. Can I reach that? Not easily, no. What do we got here? There were 69 sandstones in there. My brain just does it on its own. I no longer have to even think about it. I have been memed to the point where I am a prisoner of memology. I have no choice. My brain knows the way. On its own. We are home again, jiggity jig. Good evening, JF. Evening, fellas. Old guy movie reference. Do we have regolith? We have a little bit of regolith. We have a lot of sandstone. Sandstone shards. That's caloxite and kaolinite. Want that. Those. Pardon the yawn. Old man is old. And he is. If anyone had any doubts about the old man, yeah, he's old. We'll sell the obvious sellable thingies, like the Pangamony, the Sky Sapphires, and the nicer Pangamony. What are we at? Almost 9,000. We've got almost 40,000 before we open up Tier 5. we even have any tier 5s listed here? No, we do not. In the construction blueprints, do we have any tier 5s listed? Nope. Visual customizations, I can't believe we would have any tier 5s in there. We do. We have tier 5s in there. Okay. I would have been wrong then, wouldn't I? That thing is relatively close to full. Yeah, almost. We don't need sandstone shards in there, nor do we actually need the meteor glass. I tell you, it's so hard to get people to pay attention to the things that need to not go in there. The people, of course, being me. Really. Yeah, just me. Meteor glass goes in. That should now fit the sandstone. Crud. Yeah, I said it, crud. We don't need that there. Let's see. We want to hide the key cards. In here, packaged foodstuffs. We could sell those. We're not using the cooking. We've chosen to not use the cooking. We need that thing, the herbicide charge, for a quest. Our cola can go in there. We've got a couple of drill bits. We'll keep an oxygen dome on us at all times in case of emergency. We're going to sell, pound, and then that goes in. You know, you'd think it'd be easy to live in space, but apparently it's really complicated. Oh, technically, I guess we're not in space. We have our own little habs and stuff. It's nice here. Really, it's quite nice. Alright, those can come out. That can come out. That can come out. That can come out. A bunch of the regolith can come out and get deposited there. And then more regolith deposited there. Bars, kaolinite. That we'll leave that in because we're going to need to make more reinforced building materials sooner or later. The sandstone shard goes in there? No, in there. And also that goes in there. Okay. I'm attempting to try and maintain some kind of organization. It's not always easy. I am not by nature a particularly well-organized person. That will no doubt come as a shock and astonishment to you all. I was bullshitting. The building materials go in there. Fine, that spare stuff goes in there. Actually, that's not what we want. We want the overflow for when these are full to go in here, like that. And that just leaves us to sell the packaged foodstuffs, or if they don't sell for any actual amount of money, we'll just put them back away. Because I'm not basically using any of the food requirements. Yeah, no, I'll keep them. In case I decide I want to start making myself food buffs, you know? Alright, we are ready for either later tonight or for tomorrow, when I will use the herbicide charge to get us into Moo or Mew Station. And, but I'm going to call it an evening for now. Sleep until morning, wake up, save and exit. I want to thank all of you guys, as always, for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. But note, we did start daylight savings time, so that time may have changed for you in your time zone, as we in the U.S. mostly have changed to daylight savings. I'm not sure. Probably playing more Aethus. I'm enjoying it. But the odds are actually pretty good that I'm going to keep playing off-stream as well and try and bring you up to speed on how far we've gotten. We actually made good progress this evening. I did play a little earlier, and that was why I knew I needed to make the 2 big splody charges to clear out space so I could make the manufacturing hub, which is cool. Again, thank you guys for hanging out very much. Back tomorrow, usual time. I may be enjoying adult leisure beverages tomorrow, in which case I may not be playing this. I may be playing something a little more intensive. Maybe PoE. I'm probably going to get to maps pretty soon. Regardless, I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully, you will see me soon. Again, thank you guys for hanging. Take care, and, well, theoretically, you're over hump day, so start coasting towards your weekend. Back tomorrow. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.